always dynamite. And Mammoth WVH before Wolfie Van Halen goes out on the fall headlining run that his band is doing. They're going to come through and play for you Tuesday night, August the 8th. Just a couple of weeks away at Jacobs Pavilion. You can go to axs.com for the details on that show. A 2 for Alter Bridge. For you, good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. Got another $1,000 for you in about 6 or 7 minutes. Next chance for you to put $1,000 in your pocket, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. So listen for those keywords. Guardians are done for the day. They finished that series in Pittsburgh with an afternooner. So you'll get the full Corey Roddick experience tonight after 6:30. He will have the last couple of keywords for you. But I'll throw one for you at 5:30, and then at 6:30 we'll get to the Poundcake Sports Break. Here momentarily. If you're listening to us from out of state on the iHeartRadio app, tell me where. Andy listens in Atlanta. Brian is in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Molly listens in Falls Church, Virginia. Tiffany is a new listener in Lake Camelot, Illinois. It's part of your Peoria metropolitan area out there. And Laura is stationed in Stuttgart, Germany. And I think watches the show over there. And then we have Sarah, who's a listener in Norwalk, Connecticut. And out there in Norwalk, you go about 20 minutes north, right up 95, a few miles up from Norwalk, is Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they had a massive accident up there when a truck transporting human waste crashed.
You want to talk about worst case scenario.
And it caused a lot of accidents. Tractor trailer leaking raw sewage, human waste, left a wet and runny trail for miles.
Done that.
Huh? Our own Bill Squire many times has been referred to as a Bridgeport tractor trailer. You thought that was a sexual position. In fact, it's not.
It's wet and runny, though.
Yeah. And
there's a trail.
It culminated in a 10-vehicle accident. A motorcycle, police cars, another tractor trailer.
Was this a real thing, or was this a Blues Brothers movie?
This is a real thing. Right on 95 in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Bridgeport's like rich. It's a swanky area.
Well, Connecticut's not that big, right?
Yeah.
In between Hartford and Bridgeport. And the Stadies arrested the trucker on several charges, saying that he was aware of the human waste leak, but kept on driving. It's about 11 o'clock at night. So it made the northbound lanes extremely slick with poop.
Slick with poop.
Slick with poop.
It's the King of Plop's second album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Slick with poop. So that's what they're contending with there in Connecticut. And now, what do you mean worst case scenario, Cody?
Like, if it was on fire, that's like a normal truck accident. But the fact that it was leaking poop and human waste, like.
But you also don't want that truck to be on fire. Because then you have a methane issue, right? If the human waste truck catches on fire, that's no good.
But everyone's going to be all stinky. And then, like, the bottoms of their cars are going to be stinky.
Yeah.
Their tires are going to be everything. It's just nasty. Disease, famine, worst case scenario.
It was a work truck for a local company that does well pump repair. A motorcycle rider lost control and skidded in the road. Vehicles crashed into other vehicles and some hit the concrete barriers. And then a tractor trailer collided with a police cruiser and then hit a second car in the median. All because the road was, say it with me,
Poopy.
Slick with poop.
Slick with poop.
The road was poopy. S word for poop.
You could say those cops were on duty.
Mary?
No.
But that wasn't even a stretch.
It was a real pile.
That was a slam dunk.
know.
What?
It was a real pile up.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
I kind of already said that.
it's runny. It's slick with poop, but yeah, okay. Right. Okay. Well, congratulations.
You know how the claims adjuster has to go out there and examine the crash site?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Eddie Norton in Fight Club.
Yeah, and they go out there and they go, skid marks everywhere.
Mary, your thoughts? You didn't cry last night. You're going to cry before the end of the show today, aren't you? All right. Well,
The
listen.
cops
we
were
won't-
doing their civic duty. Hey.
No, he
No,
already
he
said
just said
duty.
duty.
No,
You
he
can't
didn't.
piggyback
dude.
on duty.
No,
Those
he
cops
didn't.
were on
I
duty.
said-
He literally just said that.
Fine, Joe. That joke stinks.
Nope. You can't use it. It's like rhyming a word in a song with the same word.
That happens all the time.
I know. And it's nevertheless no good.
Man, about a diaper.
You're what?
I said something about a diaper
Oh.
or a toilet or they were flushed with paperwork.
Flushed with paperwork. Okay.
At least it wasn't a log truck.
Okay. Poop.
We're all, let's see, poop.
Poop. Diarrhea.
There was a lot of junk leaking from that trunk.
Junk and trunk.
Junk in the trunk means she's got a big fat ass.
Yeah,
Pancake,
that's
not
that was
poop.
like, well, I had a lot of junk in my trunk, so I took a dump.
That's not what that means.
So they weren't dump trucks.
So they weren't what?
None of the trucks that crashed were dump trucks.
Dump truck. Well, I mean, you could. No.
No, just
No.
yeah, no.
Let me give away this money, and we're going to transition you into what you really know about, which is sports,
Right.
with the Poundcake Sports Break. Here's $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. I hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Have you done your calisthenics?
What does that mean?
Exactly.
This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
In the headlines today, this is probably a cute, memorable moment for everyone else, but I find everything that Shaq, a.k.a. DJ Diesel, does annoying. Shaq was in Hawaii over the weekend at a top-notch resort to do a sold-out DJ gig. During his downtime, he stopped by the pool, and when he was accompanied by a bunch of kids, the 7-foot-tall, 300-pound athlete pretended to drown. I think we have that clip if you want to just take a listen or watch it on YouTube.
Kids save Shaq from drowning.
I don't get it. What? Okay.
It's so stupid, and the acting is so bad, like worse than Kazam bad. But Shaq is such a businessman with no soul. I'm sure, I mean, he just puts his name on any old thing. I wouldn't be surprised if this drowning video leaked just so he could come out with his own line of submersibles. But that's just me. Also, this one hits close to home, if you pardon the pun. Perrion Winfrey, no relation to Oprah Winfrey, I'm told, has been released from the Browns stemming from a misconduct allegation. The most recent scandal happened right down the street at the 9, which makes sense because it is the East Side after all. Winfrey is being accused of threatening some fans, stealing their phones, and showing a gun. Part of the altercation was caught on video. I don't know if we can play that one because there's a lot of
I edited
expletives.
it. Yeah. It's
Okay,
all
perfect.
expletives.
I
but
know,
yeah.
that's okay. So,
Oop, hold on. Let me find it. I got it. Hold on.
Play ball! You don't think it's on me? You don't think it's on me? I will smack the shit both of y'all.
Why are you
I will smack the shit both of y'all.
right here?
What's wrong with you?
For
wrong with you? All these people. Get out of here. Hell no. Give me that. Get up. Come on.
I still don't know what's happening in this video.
That's what I'm saying. So I have to be honest, the girl shown in the videos doesn't seem like someone who would be terrified that she just got a gun pulled on her. That's just me. But Perrion said that the so-called fans were harassing him. So obviously they effed around, so they had to find out. But those were my words, not his. But hell, the way he was doling out smacks, he might be related to Oprah. You get a smack, you get a smack, everyone gets a smack. Keep fighting the good fight, Perrion. And lastly, I reported on this before, but there's... What?
Go.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Lastly, I reported on this before, but there's been an update. These white women be tripping. Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend dropped her $30 million lawsuit against him. His ex, Erica Herman, was alleging the sum was reasonable for her lifestyle that she lived while she was living in his mansion with them. Mind you, she was a live-in girlfriend, not wife. She said the two had an oral agreement. I bet she did have an oral agreement, absolutely. But arm pieces are due to lifestyle settlements now. Well, apparently the ex-couple is expected to settle their dispute privately in arbitration. So go get her, Tiger! And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Pound Cake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Pound Cake Sports Break!
I guess they must not have been paying Perrion Winfrey very much money to cut him loose that quickly.
Yeah, I don't think he had.
But I don't understand. Is this a guy that's been with the team for a while?
No, it's like his second season.
I've watched the video and I still can't figure out what's... So this girl posted on TikTok and captions the whole thing. Perrion Winfrey just chased us barefoot out of the 9, pointed his gun at me and put his hands on me, stole both my phones, and pulled off. And you can hear him like... I don't know.
So
I
don't
saw in her
understand it.
story that, like, she had big old bruises on her neck from this dude.
She had red abrasions, and
Like,
but like she was in the hotel lobby, like calling him a pussy or
And so-
something,
well,
and
I
he followed her out, or I don't know.
She was with a friend.
Yeah.
And so I think he was probably in... A lot of athletes stay at that hotel, like, or they have apartments there up top to a certain point. Like, you can't get past it because it's, like, secure. But... They probably saw him in the lobby, and
That's where Kareem Hunt kicked the girl.
there's always something going on because people don't know how to hang. I'm not justifying his
That's
actions,
the East Side boy.
but people, I can imagine.
Were there any gophers involved?
Groundhogs.
I can imagine he probably walked in. He even the article says he ignored their comments at first. Like,
Well,
didn't
but
say
he
anything.
also did the thing when he followed her out, where he lifted his shirt
I didn't
Yeah.
see
and
that.
showed her the handle. Yeah.
That's what it was alleged. But people don't know how to chill. They probably saw him and was like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" He was probably like,
no, I don't think that's what they were. I think this girl is because
a groupie."
she
Or just
also
drunk.
was blowing up Baker Mayfield about this time last year.
Oh, is that the
'cause
same chick?
That's the same chick that not the Cheesecake
Oh,
Factory
not
girl,
her?
but the one that like Baker was private sending her like DMs on Instagram calling her a sea slut.
Oh yeah.
A
Another
yum-
oral agreement.
Yes, a yum slut. And she's like, "Oh my God, Baker's so out of pocket here, blah blah blah," kind of thing. So I think
She's like not a jersey chaser, but a clout chaser. She's like trying to get famous from these guys. Or
I
something?
guess I don't know, but she's putting herself in.
By negging them.
I think she was like hooking up with this dude, and then like hanging out with him, partying with him, and then things didn't go the way.
That's
she
what I'm
wanted,
saying.
Yeah.
Like, people don't know how
Or
to
he
hang.
wanted, yeah.
And the way she was so comfortable. If he is what position does he play? I know he's a
Defensive
football.
line.
So linebacker, whatever. I wouldn't be approaching a dude already that size, being a woman, and he gonna pull up a gun, and you're still gonna have your phone in front of his face. You weren't acting like you were
No,
afraid.
that wasn't even her phone. It was her friend's phone because he took both her phones.
Okay, but you're not
She
acting
had
like someone
two
who's
phones,
afraid.
yeah.
I would run away. If I
Baker
was
did
threatened.
get flushed out of the pocket a lot, though, so maybe she was onto something.
We back to poop puns.
No. Yeah, so I'd never heard of this dude before. That doesn't mean anything, but I mean, this is the first time I've ever hearing about this guy, and
I think he went to the same
Browns
school.
cut him.
I think he went to the same school as Baker. I think he was Oklahoma Sooner.
Well, Poundcake wants him to keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah, keep fighting, says Poundcake.
Keep
bad he
fighting
lost
the
his
good fight,
career.
Perry. I feel bad for him. He followed two randos out of the hotel, allegedly flashed a
Pulled a
gun.
gun.
I mean,
All
even if you don't know
allegations.
what he did, you hear what he's saying. I mean, so it's like but no,
I need
but
to see
you
what happened before the tape.
right. But I'm just saying, if you just took the audio of it, there's something going on that didn't need to go on.
And he also
That didn't need to be filmed.
had something happen back, I think, in March or something, where he was accused of domestic abuse, and
But he's just
the Browns put him on they're like double secret probation, basically.
But these celebrities are safe nowhere. Where can they go?
What do you mean?
What did that say?
They can't just wander the streets and enjoy
Keep
their
talking.
life.
I'm just gonna let you talk until you say something so stupid that
I get canceled.
not canceled.
when-
You're too low to get canceled.
I was like, oh my God, they're gonna fire me from one of my jobs.
You got 9 more. Don't worry about
That
it.
was good. Yeah, pick one up where the other one left off.
Police took statements from the alleged victim and her friend, who told cops she saw Winfrey flash a pistol. Winfrey called the alleged victim, who put him on the line with the police. He said the women were harassing him and admitted to taking their phones. So if he called her, then he knew who she was, or it says Winfrey called the alleged victim,
Yeah,
who put him
that's
on
what
the
I'm
line
saying.
with the
Like
police.
she's a Jersey chaser type girl that's trying to hang out with.
The cops asked him to
athletes.
return to the hotel, but he refused, saying he was a Browns player and was concerned about security. He dropped the phones off near the hotel where cops retrieved them, and then they watched the girl's video.
She probably broke her NDA too.
Can we go
She
back?
signed one in the lobby.
Yeah. She signed something. Can we go back to the beginning of this when you asked Cody about calisthenics and our sports reporter didn't know what that was?
I got a life to lead, Mary. I can't be stopping
I thought
every 2.5 seconds to.
I thought that was
I-
something with your foot.
Yes. I just thought that was a very,
Something with your foot.
very funny moment.
Oh, there you go. I guess it partially is something with your foot.
Okay, it can
Could
involve
be.
the foot. Yeah,
There
sure.
you go. In all of kinesiology, he'll figure it out. Okay, well, good. Who knows? These
poor Browns players.
Perrion, we barely knew ye. Did this guy produce? Was this guy anything? I mean,
I don't think he was very good. I think he had like 1 sack.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If they were paying this guy a lot of money, they wouldn't have cut him so quickly. Oh, he's from suburban Chicago. He's from Maywood, Illinois.
I had to think about it. I was like, maybe he is related to Oprah. Like, I was like, she's from Chicago. He's in Chicago. I don't know.
Well, she's not from there,
And you,
though.
and you want him to carry on the good fight
Yeah. Isn't it, Oprah's from like Tennessee or something, right?
against the women.
Yeah,